Hey, just double checking. You cleared your calendar for dinner tomorrow night, right? I'm dying to go to that new place. Like, I can't. Oh, sorry. Dinner tomorrow? Me. Yeah! Okay.
What?
Oh my god. Oh my god, that was close. Mara. Oh
Oh my god, are you okay?
no! Mara, what channel is the stream on?
Mine!
But tell me, Eddie, is that a rabbit in your pocket or are you just happy to see me?
You rampant slag.
Why am I a square?
You're gonna be a square because I gotta keep it close to a circle for the reading streams.
I don't want to be a square.
Oh jeez.
Make me large.
There you go.
Yay.
I just gotta go back to circle for the reading streams, but anyway.
It's not that hard. It's just a couple of clicks.
It's not that it's hard. I just kind of like mush it together so you don't see all of my mess. Anyway. But welcome everyone. We are finally back together for a Talk Nerdy stream because, well, 2 weeks ago I looked and felt like death warmed over. So there's no way I was going to do a stream. And then last week I barely had a voice still. So, so I was yeah, so it's like you had more of a voice than I did. Like if I tried talking, I would have sounded like I was dying. Like for last week, basically, I sounded like I had smoker's cough, like all week.
Ooh.
Because I was like, fine. Everywhere else I was fine, but I could not kick this cough. So I still kind of like, you kind of hear it in my voice where it's like I don't quite have it back. But this you're gonna have to deal with it for the stream, basically.
Mine is still like coming back.
Yeah, so it's and my mom told me because I caught whatever she had. And she told me that people were telling her that like people had like coughs and voice issues basically for 2 weeks after sorry, I'm gonna silence my phone. 2 weeks after like they got better. So I'm hoping by the end of this week I'm like back to normal. So but you're gonna have to deal with my voice for this week.
Yeah. I don't know what what it was, but I'm pretty sure my allergies caused me to have some sort of like infection. And then I got sick really bad. I mean, I was like crying. I was crying.
Been like I was like
I was in bed crying.
I wasn't crying, but I felt like breaking her coworker's kneecaps.
See, I wish that I was that strong. I literally was in bed crying. Because I don't like being sick, especially like sick with a cold.
No, I was ready to break his kneecaps.
My allergies were already like pissing me off, and I couldn't go a minute without sneezing. It was really annoying, and then I was losing my voice, and then I woke up really sick and so sick that your body is just like hurting, and I started crying.
So I was like drained
because I still had to do stuff. Like I still had to take my dogs out. I still had to take them for a walk. I still had to do stuff, and I was just like, I don't want to get up.
Yeah, pretty much same here.
Yeah,
but
so
like I said, starting to feel better. So I watched the Royal Rumble yesterday, so thought it was overall decent.
Did you watch Wonder Man?
No.
Okay, I did. I'll give my thoughts.
Yeah. Did I watch anything this week? I don't think I did. The movie that I'm kind of looking forward to, kind of, just because I've played a chunk of the game, and that's the Mortuary Assistant movie.
That movie looks terrifying.
Well, I played the game, so it's like that's kind of like what I experienced in the game. So
even the poster looks so scary.
I think I have a bookmarked. Hold on. I will show it off. Where are you? Yeah, here you go. Yeah, my phone going off. Siblings group chats.
I'm telling you. They always tell your boyfriend to quit it.
There you go. Yeah, that is the mortuary system. Now I paid.
No.
You think there's like 6? You play through like 6 days. Now I'll be going through the chat to say hello to you guys. I appreciate you all being here. But I think there's like 6 days. Technically in total that you play through as this character, and each one progressively gets stranger and stranger. And the overall premise of the game is you are the mortuary assistant, basically. So you're called in at night to work on a few bodies, basically, like whatever they have to do. But one of the bodies is possessed by this demon. And throughout like your playthrough of the day, basically, or the night, you get clues like with these like symbols, which are like represent letters for the demon's name, and you have to put them together and figure out what the demon's name is. Like, you know, put it onto this I can't remember what it's called. It's kind of like a tablet thing. You have to put the demon's name on, and then you have to burn the body with the tablet on the body.
Yeah.
And so I played through like 3 days.
It's a scary game. It's a scary game. Like it's a scary game. And this poster is just as creepy as the game, if not probably creepier. The trailer is creepy. I don't want to see, and I had to like squint to see what the release date is. February 13th. This is a Valentine's Day.
Just in time for Valentine's. We had Hard Eyes too, so it's like
that's a Valentine's Day movie. Mortuary Assistant. Come on, let's go watch this. Let's go watch some people.
I'll play this game again on Friday, and you can watch. You can watch a little bit of the playthrough if you guys want me to.
Get embalmed. Do you want to see a movie about a mortician in training? No.
I played the game, so I know what it's like. But
it's scary.
So, did you watch? I think you watched me play.
Yeah,
right?
I did.
Yeah. It's creepy. I'll give you that. It's creepy.
Mara was playing that game just like stone face, like. And then when she would get scared, she'd be like, "God damn it!" Like, it actually got
me. I would do like I do this jump thing and like, God fucking damn it!
Yeah, she would get mad. I'd be like,
well, I remember you didn't even finish. You didn't even get far in Outlast. Yeah, because you hugged this wall for the longest time, and I'm like, Steph, you gotta move so I can see where you are. Steph, you gotta move, because I'm like guiding her through, telling her where to go.
You knew where I was.
Yeah, hugging a wall.
It was the same wall that I would go to
for 30 minutes, and then you would go to the same locker for another 20 minutes, and I'm like,
I didn't want to get caught. I was trying to avoid death.
Yeah, but I helped you avoid death once you moved, and I told you where to go, and I told you to basically just once you finished it, I was like, now haul ass out of there.
It was scary. It was really scary.
I was like, it reminded me of Donkey, where it's like you know, I like this wall. That is a nice wall.
Nice wall. I'm gonna live there.
This is my home now. Like Steph built this circle of trust with this wall that if she were to leave, the trust would have been broken. Like literally, that's how she was with this wall.
You told me that wall was safe. I was making sure it was safe.
I think even the NPC got bored after a while. Just moved on.
It kept like chasing me, and then like, okay, she's at the wall, and it would slowly.
Yeah, she's at the wall again. I was just like, that's what it felt like. Well, anyway, chat, welcome everyone. So first name I see is Anthony. Good to see you. Conroy, hello. Trey Courtney. Yep, we are both back. This is my PayPal. Should you choose to donate via this and not YouTube, appreciate it. I do have a new cosplay. It was shipped. I don't know when it's coming because it's coming from overseas, so I don't know.
What is it?
Well, I'll put it in the private chats. So I don't. You might have to look it up if you don't know this. What I'm gonna say.
Okay. I'm sitting here like playing with my hair, like it's a cat or something.
Yeah. So I put it in the private
I
chat what
don't
it
know
is.
who that is. Hold on, I'll look it up though.
There's another one that I put onto my throne. So, which is like kind of like an Amazon wish list, which is like you do not have to buy me anything, but it's appreciated.
Oh.
Yeah. So that is what I ordered, and there's another one that I put on my throne that I would like to eventually, dress as, because I do cosplay. And if I get this cosplay, then I'll start getting back into cosplay streams because I have a bunch. I have Revy from Black Lagoon, Ada Wong from Resident Evil, Masato from Neon Genesis and Evangelion,
Miss Misato.
yes, Zero Suit Samus.
Is it
What else?
Samus?
I think it's pronounced Samus.
I
Yeah,
thought it
Zero
was Samus.
Suit, her Zero Suit outfit.
Oh, I thought it was Samus. Seamus.
Let's see. What else do I have? The one that's coming. Cammy from Street Fighter. Let's see.
Well, I have my Slytherin jersey on, and I have my Slytherin nails. Look, aren't they cool? Beep, beep, beep.
Mine.
They have silver in them.
Let's see. Yep, I have Zero Suit Samus. I don't have Catwoman. I have Wonder Woman. Don't have
Ooh,
Catwoman.
you should get a Catwoman. Tim Burton Catwoman.
That's the one I want. That's the one I want. The Tim Burton Catwoman outfit. What else do I have? I think that's it. No, Sailor Mars. I have Sailor Mars.
Oh, crap.
I think that's it. Oh, I have
Okay.
Jade from Mortal Kombat. I have Jade from Mortal Kombat, and I have Mad Moxie from Borderlands.
Nice.
I do not have Chun-Li. I just have Cammy right now.
Can we do show and tell right now?
Go ahead. I'm going through the chat.
Okay. So, chat's going to make fun of me, like,
Hello, Evan.
relentlessly.
Again.
All right.
For-
Relentlessly.
Oh, that
Because,
reminds me. But go ahead. Do your show and tell because I have a question to ask you. Go ahead.
okay.
I'll look out for you another.
Chat is going to roast me, and I'm ready for it. It's fine.
Mhm.
I deserve it because I picked up a squishy, right? I like to have little things on my desk or around me that I can play with. So like I have my turtle here that I pick
Oh,
up. and
Lilo.
play.
Yes, I have Lilu Dallas. Okay.
Right. I've got that. I've got some fidgets. I just leave them here. I play with them. Well, I saw this teardrop squishy. I used to have an ice cube squishy, but my dogs got a hold of it, and so I had to throw it away. And so when I was at the store the other day, I found a teardrop, and I was like, "Oh, that's actually really pretty. I love it. Super cute." And I bought it. I opened it.
Mm-hmm.
Mara.
Yeah.
Mara, it looks like
So
a
I'm gonna
butt
make fun
plug.
of you. So I'm gonna make fun of you.
It looks like a butt plug because it comes with a little stand. Okay.
Go ahead.
So like because it's a teardrop. It's a teardrop,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
So it comes with a stand. This is the stand for the teardrop. Look. I put it up.
It
This
looks
is
like
my
a
show and
glittery
tell
butt plug.
item.
You sweet summer child. It's
I
like when the
didn't know it
Dune
was-
popcorn. It's like when the Dune popcorn bucket came out and it looked like a fleshlight.
I didn't know it was gonna look like that. I was just like, oh, cool, a squishy, right? It's a squishy.
Mhm.
Like you play with it, and it's one of those low.
Oh, you play with butt plugs too, so
It's one of like those low rise squishies that I like playing with those because they last a lot longer since they're slow to rise. You know, it loses its shape, but then you like leave it alone and it turns back into a teardrop. I was like, that's cute. I like that. Dude, if it didn't have the stand, like I still think it would look horrible. But when I took it out of the packaging, I swear I was just like, I didn't realize it was gonna look like that. I didn't realize it was gonna look like that. I wanted to throw it away, but I was like, dude, I can't. I bought it. It's mine now.
Yeah, it's my squishy.
That's my show and tell. So stupid. Whatever.
What take? Oh, you talking about like the stupid fucking mortuary system where it controls don't listen to you? I played a demo called Rainbow Gates, and it made me jump a couple times. You probably would not get past the first part.
Is that the one that you tweeted out that you were playing?
Yeah,
like
Rainbow Gates.
The demo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gifted the full game, so
that looked scary. There's a game that I want to play. Hold on, let me find it. I have it bookmarked so I don't forget about it.
Yeah, I do want to get Baptiste when it comes, like the full game comes out, because I did like the atmosphere for that game, for that demo. That looked pretty creepy. So.
Here it is. Look at this one. It's a cat adventure game. You play as a cat who's in search of a litter of kittens. You find hidden treasure, explore the island, and lead them back home. It's called Scattered. All the kitty skin. You would be a cat. This is awesome. I played that game. What is it called? Big Kitty, Little City, Big Kitty, something like that. Mm-hmm. I loved that game. And this one, you get to be a cat and rescue kittens. Yes, please. Oh my God, you're on a boat. He's on a boat. He's on a boat. You can sail as a cat. Mara. I mean, come on. Look at the shark on his head. I mean, let's go. This game is awesome. You are the leader of all. I want this game. I want this game. It's called Scattered. I'm going to wish list it.
It's very much a you game.
Yeah. Mara, you should play it.
Oh, someone gives it to me. So. Where did I...
Where's my Steam? I need to put it on so I don't forget.
Yeah, this is my throne.
Adorable.
Like I said, I have another... Well, I technically have 2 cosplays on there, but like the most recent one is the one that I'm like, you know what? I really want that one. And if you've seen what that cosplay is from, like, you know why I would want that one. So.
Oh, I just saw you can fish in the game.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
fish
again, I
in
don't
the
have
cat.
Chun-Li. I do have Cammy. So I'm not a Nintendo person. So I heard it like pronounced Samus by someone. So
I thought it was Samus.
it could be Samus. I don't know. I've heard it pronounced like 2 different ways. So
Samus.
I don't think it's an SH. I think it's just Seamus. If it is pronounced like that.
Ew.
It's not Seamus. I don't think it's Seamus. Like, Seamus, isn't that a male's name?
I don't know. What is this? Sometimes the weirdest games pop up on Steam. I don't even know what the purpose of this game is. Or game. I don't
What
even
game?
know. It's a foot game. It's feet. It's all feet.
It's all feet.
Yeah.
Phil
Feet
Hunter?
poses light. Feet. It's just
Yeah,
feet.
no, Phil. Feet?
It's just feet. Ew. That's gross. Why was it even there?
Yeah,
I was
Stephanie
looking at a
Peppers.
cat game. Oh, is that the creator? Oh, it's the publisher. The publisher of the cat game makes
Hey,
this
Jaluk.
feet game. Ew. Gross. It's for Philip.
Oh, yeah. WWE 2K26, which is like, what, reskins of 2K25, 2K24. Hey, Tony.
Oh, you want to see something?
Sure.
So,
I'm
I
caught up
went-
on the chats.
I went to the what is it called? Half Price Books, and right next to Half Price Books, it has like a vintage video game store.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, I want to go look and see what they have because on my 3DS, I have Animal Crossing Wild World. So I was like, you know what? I feel like playing something. So I went and looked and I found, hold on, let me get it out. I have the case, but I put the case away because I put all my games in here. I found Animal Crossing New Leaf.
Why am I not surprised?
It's New Leaf. So yeah, I found New Leaf. And hold on. And the Lego Hobbit.
Now that, I mean, I think the movies are mediocre, but I would try, like, if I were to play a Lego game, I would try one of the Lord of the Rings ones.
Yeah.
I
the Lego
also
Hobbit.
want that Batman game that's coming out, the Lego Batman game, the new one that's coming out.
Oh, I can't wait for that one. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, there's still half-price books near where I live, so.
Yeah, I love Half Price Books. I love going there. But what's cool is that right next to it is a vintage video game store. So if you guys have like 3DS games, because sometimes I'll pull this out and play it. Like when we were playing Mario Kart for so long, I was getting so bored with it. I pulled out my 3DS and I started. Where is it at? Where are you at, Mario Kart? Where are you? I started playing Mario Kart. Oh, I started playing Mario Kart 7. 'Cause I was so bored with Mario Kart 8. I was like, I'm just gonna play this.
Oh. But yeah, so.
So if you have games you don't want, send them my way because I play this every once in a while just to chill out.
So. What was I wanting?
Steph's getting bored with Mario Kart. That's shocking. Well, I mean, when you play it every single week,
Yeah.
I started getting like tired of it.
Well, it does wear.
Yeah, it was wearing on me.
Yeah.
It was wearing on me. So I was like, I'm gonna pull this out and play it for a little bit. And I was having fun.
No. But anyway, what's. Do you want to talk about?
The
You want
DS,
to talk about
the 3DS is the best console. I love my 3DS.
the celebrities having your like, you know, how do I put this? Their customary meltdowns.
Oh, they're anti-ice meltdowns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll show off at least I'll show off what the short one from John Leguizamo, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, where are you? Okay. Nope, wrong thing. Got so many freaking tabs open. All right.
If you follow ICE, unfollow me. Don't come to my shows and don't watch my movies.
Done.
Yeah.
Your terms are acceptable.
It's like, okay.
Yeah. It's like, I like, dude, you are not a box office draw. You're not a box office draw. You really were never a box office draw. Let's face it. Let's be real. Like John Leguizamo was never a box office draw. He was decent in whatever movies he was in, but you weren't seeing them for him. Like you weren't watching Spawn for John Leguizamo's portrayal in that movie. No, you're watching because you wanted to watch Spawn on the big screen. You didn't watch John Wick because of his little itty-bitty side character parts. No, you were watching it because you wanted to see Keanu Reeves kick ass in John Wick.
John Leguizamo's cultural relevancy doesn't extend past the Ice Age movies. It doesn't extend past Sid the Sloth. That's where people know him from. That's what he's most famous for playing an animated, lazy, stupid sloth. And you know what? If he wants to be the same way in real life, just an idiot, then that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Anybody who has Latinx and proud to be Latinx is just retarded, in my opinion. He's just another person, another Hollywood celebrity that lives in the bubble that likes to, for whatever reason, film himself in that camera angle and pretend to be like, oh my God, I'm so angry. I'm going to put this out and it's going to be so good. Molly Ringwald, I think, was the one that pissed me off the most. I need to pull her up. Hold on. Let me find it because that one pissed me off the most for multiple reasons. John Leguizamo is an idiot. All right. He's an idiot. He's always suffered from TDS. He's always been really, really stupid. Hold on. Let me share this whole thing because
Molly Ringwald's still alive. She's not that old. She just it's not as relevant as she used to be.
This was the first thing that she said, and
even though it feels.
Here's what kills me about all of the celebrities that are currently speaking out. And it's not just celebrities, it's also all the influencers on Instagram and TikTok. So you really can't get away from the anti-ICE messaging because everybody's publicist, everybody's manager's got the same memo. Make sure you put fuck ICE somewhere in your description of whatever video that you're making, because in almost every single thing that I've watched on Instagram and TikTok, practically it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter what kind of content they're curating on to become as whatever, however relevant they are in the influencer side of TikTok and Instagram. They could be a food influencer, someone who does recipes. They could be a fitness influencer. They could be a shop with me influencer, like a designer, like design my clothes with me, like give you some pro tips, a hack influencer. Like they could do anything but political things, right? They never, ever, ever brought anything up politically on their platform. It was always whatever their niche was. They could be a couponing influencer. I'm not even joking. And
there's actually couponing influencers.
Yes, there are couponing influencers.
Damn.
The ones that are they come on there and they tell you all the latest Amazon deals, all the latest coupons, all the ways that you can save $1 at whatever store you're shopping at. Yes, there are coupon influencers, and for whatever reason, everybody's manager, everybody's PR person got the same memo. You need to speak up about it now, because this past week I've seen so many people coming up onto their platforms to put out whatever message, and it's always the same message. I can't believe this is happening. This is a terrible thing that's happening. We're living under a fascist government. Trump is Hitler. I can't believe this is happening in the United States. We're living under fascism. Fuck ICE. What they're doing is tyrannical. How everything is similar to Nazi Germany and the SS soldiers. All of that stupid crap is coming out of these people's mouths. And before they even start, they said, "Well, let me preface this with, I usually don't get political." Okay, stop. Stop right there. You usually don't get political, so stop getting political. Stop speaking on things you have no idea what's going on. You just read a headline or you get a memo and now you're just going to say something. There have been so many people unfollowing these influencers because that's not what they're there for. That's not why we watch you.
No.
And I don't think that they don't seem to realize this. And what's funny is that you're seeing all these influencers go through what celebrities are currently going through and they don't even realize it, because a lot of people are like, you know what, I don't like you, I don't like your movies, I don't watch your movies because of whatever side of the political aisle you lie on. Celebrity influence has lost its influence. And so there was a huge like unfollowing of celebrities, I think like maybe a year or two ago, especially because of the Met Gala and how people were seeing all of the celebrities and how out of touch they were with normal people and regular society. And now the irony that now you have all of these influencers that are like, oh, I have to use my platform, my voice and my platform, because now they're in their minds, they're the new celebrity. So they're like, let me get on my soapbox and preach this. And I want to be on the right side of history and blah, blah, blah. And nobody wants to hear it. Nobody watches you.
No.
Fitness influencer for your political takes. Nobody watches you, recipe food influencer for your political takes. Nobody watches you, coupon influencer for your political takes. And it's so funny because you have everybody coming out at the same time. My entire feed, it didn't matter who I followed and what I followed them for. Everybody came out and had the same freaking anti-ICE video. And it's so funny because now you have their audience coming out and be like, hi, hey, I don't follow you for this, so why don't you just go bake a meal?
It's like basically shut up and accept coupons, shut up and bake, basically just shut up and do the reason why you started your platform in the first place.
Yeah, I don't follow you for political stuff. I don't want to be reminded of political stuff. Can you just stop trying to speak on something politically? You sound ridiculous. But Molly Ringwald was one of the ones that kind of like really pissed me off. And there's multiple reasons for that. One, all of the celebrities that are on the red carpets, all right, they're on the red carpets in their designer clothes, the red carpet where celebrities get asked, who are you wearing tonight? What are your plans for tonight? Are you going to the after party? All of these celebrities on the red carpet getting asked about the political stuff. Molly Ringwald, whether you're a Democrat or Republican, it doesn't matter how you identify as Americans, as citizens of this democracy. We're in real danger of losing everything we value.
Well, first off, we're not a democracy. We're a republic. We're a republic.
Not really. We're not really. As if you're an American citizen, you're not at risk of losing anything because you're not being targeted. You're an American citizen. If anything, they're trying to make things more a lot safer for American citizens, and they want to make sure that your tax dollars aren't being scammed away from you. Everything that they're doing is something that they've done. All these presidents have been doing for years and years and years, and this is nothing new. There's nothing new. The only thing new about it is that the person that's in the presidency that is doing all of these things is someone that they freaking hate. They lost the presidency, they lost the election, and they're throwing any type of hissy fit that they can with whatever Trump is doing.
Obama put kids in cages down at the border, but there was like barely a peep from these people.
I mean,
he also bombed Syria, Syria or something like that. No peep. Trump does the same. Trump does uses ICE how ICE is supposed to be used. Oh my God, he's Hitler.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's Hitler.
Now,
oh my gosh, this has never happened before in the history of America.
Have there been mistakes? Yes, they are few and far between. All right. But for the most part, ICE is doing their job. If you're not here legally, like say on a visa, on a green card, if you're applying to be an American citizen, you are safe.
Yeah. unless you're one of those people that want to get in the streets and impede law enforcement, because the Democrats and all of the people that you watch and worship have brainwashed you into thinking you need to go and put yourself between criminals that they're trying to arrest, criminals that they're trying to send back to their countries, right? They need you to put your body. So they've brainwashed you into believing, I need to do this. I need to be the one to put myself in front of it and literally like die for a cause, the most ridiculous cause. Like they're you can either get paid thousands of dollars, I think it's like up to $3,000 to self-deport. Here, we're going to pay you to leave, right? Or we're going to make you leave because you're here illegally. And right now they're targeting the criminals, right? They're targeting criminals, the ones who have had warrants out for the longest time. That's who they're trying to target. That's who they're trying to deport back to their own country. But no, these celebrities are like, oh, I need to say something about it. This video in particular, this video, everything about this video pissed me off. Everything. Because all of it is done intentionally. Everything is done intentionally. I have no doubt that before she hit record, or after she hit record, she was like, action. And the reason I say that is because look at what she's wearing. She is covered head to toe, and it is so intentional. And that's what pissed me off the most is what she is wearing. She is covering her hair. She is covering her body. It's so intentional.
Half the chat didn't even remember who she was. That's what I get a kick out of. Half the chat didn't even remember who she was.
She goes on an unhinged rant about ICE and compares them to Nazis. She compares them to Nazis. Well, let's see. Usually, or what happened in the past were the people that the Nazis were targeting were trying to escape Germany, right? They were trying to escape Germany. If they were caught, then they were killed. Okay? But these illegal immigrants, really Nazi Germany? Because we're actually paying you. We're paying you to leave this country.
Yeah.
You can leave. We're giving you money to leave. You're not going to die. Nothing. Here, have some money and leave, please. You're here illegally. You're not supposed to be here. Here's some money and leave. But they want to stay in the country. They're not wanting to escape. They want to stay. Why on earth would they want to stay if we are living under fascism and literally Hitler and under a Nazi regime? Why would they want to stay? Wouldn't they want to leave? Wouldn't they take the money and self-deport? Like, everybody comparing this to Nazi is so freaking ridiculous. And her saying this while wearing what she is wearing is what really pissed me off, because I'm just like, she might as well be wearing a, what do you call them? What do they call them?
Burkas.
A burqa. She might as well be wearing that. Everything is intentional. It's so intentional. And she just pissed me the fuck off. I mean, she made me so freaking angry when I was listening to this. And then it's not even like over, right? Molly Ringwald arrives into Washington. Why are you there, girl? Why are you there? All of these out of touch celebrities.
Well, it's like that tweet says, like, it's been relevant in 30 years.
I can't stand it. And the other one that just made me laugh was Giancarlo Esposito. Hold on, let me find his. Molly Ringwald was the one that pissed me off just because of what she's wearing. I was like, wow. Wow. And I didn't see anybody mention what she is wearing and how intentional it is that she's covering her hair, covering her body. You know, as if I need to put myself inside the minds of these illegal immigrants and what they're thinking. And oh my goodness, I need to do that. I need to put myself inside. It's such a stupid actor thing. I need to make sure that, I feel how they're feeling and to evoke emotion during this little speech that I'm about to make. Action. Okay, I'm ready. Action. It's so ridiculous and performative, and I can't stand it. Let me find John Leguizamo, or not John Leguizamo.
They're saying she's a Muslim now. Is she? Did she get converted or something? I don't know.
Did she? I don't know. Hold on, I need to Google it.
So I did like her in 16 Candles. But then again, I liked 16 Candles, so it's not because like of her. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I have no. For all I know,
No,
she's
she's not.
Okay, I don't know. It's weird. Celebrity can be weird. So,
let me find John.
Well, no, she could still show her face and wear an hijab, which is just the head covering part, like this. A burqa covers like the face.
Here, share my screen, and then we have the one and only Giancarlo. Oh, excuse me, Giancarlo Esposito. Now, keep this in mind, okay? Keep this in mind. When was this? January 28th. He's on the red carpet, wearing. Hold on, I have to go to his Instagram because I just found this freaking hilarious.
This is the same actor that kind of was rumored to and wanted to be cast as Magneto, and Eric Lenscher is a Jewish man.
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing this really quickly and share this. All right. He's on the red carpet, of course. Keep in mind, these are elitist celebrities. 2 weeks ago, he was in Milan. He was in Milan, honored to attend the Zegna fashion show, a family closet in Milan. Beautiful spring design and impeccable tailoring. And that is who he is wearing on the red carpet. All right. 2 weeks ago, he was in Milan. And now he's on the red carpet telling American citizens, it's time for a revolution. Feeling of civil wars in the streets. We have to stand up to it. They can't take us all down. If the whole world showed up on Putin's doorstep or the Iranians' doorstep or in Washington, they'd kill like 500 or 50 million or whatever, however many. But the rest of us would survive it with a new world.
Just add order to that new world order. That's what he wants. So
okay, as 2 weeks ago, he's in Milan. He's not including himself in the 500 or 50 million because he says that the rest of us, all right, himself included, us, the ones that did not put themselves in the line of fire, us, we're going to survive. In his mind, he's like, but the elite will survive. The elite will win out. The elites will be left. All right, will survive. The rest of us will survive. As he is on the red carpet wearing, what is the designer's name? Zegna, because he was in Milan 2 weeks ago at the fashion show. The amount of detachment that celebrities have with regular people, because there's no illegal immigrants living next to Giancarlo Esposito.
No,
they're not living next door to him. Okay, I saw a report, or I saw an article. I don't know how true it is, but that Tom Cruise left London because there were people that broke into like this Rolex store that is below his like $1 million apartment complex or something like that, $1 million building that he stays in, and he's like, nah, it's not safe anymore. I'm just gonna go back to the US.
Smart man. It is not safe in the UK.
Not safe anymore. I'm just gonna go back to the US. Yeah. I wonder what's not making the UK safe right now. I wonder what's not making the UK safe. I wonder why it's so unsafe. I wonder why I see all of these videos of women walking around in London, walking around in Paris, saying it's not safe for women to walk around. And they have someone following them with a camera showing what they go through every single day living there. I wonder what it is. I wonder why things aren't safe. These celebrities don't see that. They don't have to deal with that. They're not putting these illegal immigrants next door to them. They're not housing them anywhere near them. They're putting them in neighborhoods with regular American citizens. The American people are having to deal with that, having to see what is happening, having to deal with the consequences of illegal immigration, of all this mass migration that happened under the Biden administration. And Trump ran on that. That is what he ran on. during his presidency, and he got more than half the votes. So regular tax-paying American citizens elected Donald Trump to deal with all of this illegal immigration, all of this mass migration that happened under Biden.
Yeah, and
They
even
voted for him. That's what he ran on.
legal immigrants, don't want illegal immigrants here.
Yes,
You have them actually going through the process of becoming a legal citizen and having to work for certain benefits that these illegals were just getting from particularly the Democrats side of the government. Like basically some were getting free healthcare, some were getting free phones, some like all this crap, and these legal immigrants are like,
who do you think's paying for all of that?
Well, to us taxpayers are paying for that. That's what's paying for that. And even legal immigrants were saying that, and they're like, this is not right.
Well,
like, why have a process of becoming legal, and you're just going to do this?
They're upset because they went through years and years and years waiting, going back and forth when their visas ran out. And now you just have all these people and all of these liberals fighting to keep them here. Why?
My great-grandfather on my mom's side, so one of my Arabic grandfathers, came over illegally the first time, right? Was caught and deported, right? But when he came back, he's like, okay, I'm going to go through the actual legal process. He didn't just come back and just like, he said, okay, I'm going to live legally again. No, he actually studied enough English so he could figure out what was going on, because he did not speak a lot of English when he came the first time, and actually became a legal citizen. If my great-grandfather could fucking do it, these people can.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find this video because it was laughable. Again, it was from one of these influencers who post like motivational crap on their Instagram. I'm trying to find it. I don't think I saved it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I saved it, but I was laughing so hard at it. I should have saved it because it was the funniest thing that I've ever seen. But they were like, America was built on immigration. Where would we be without them? And it's literally showing maids, people working in the fields, people working like in the skyscrapers, people building homes, right? And I was laughing because I was like, there's no way she just put Mexicans in fields, right? Because it's basically, you have all of these low wage people, illegal people coming and taking all those low wage jobs.
Did she bother to mention also that some of the immigration was a result of religious persecution, and that's the reason why they left?
No, but I was just like, you realize that it's just like legal slavery, like you're literally, that's what you're showing me right now is slave. No, we got to keep them here. We got to keep them working in the fields while I hold on to their passports and their visas, and they can't leave. So they can't leave. And if they quit their job, then they're getting back deported because they're here.
Yeah,
I'm like, no, that's slavery. That's slavery, modern day slavery.
When the ICE raid started, you're like, people were like, who's going to do your yard work? Who's going to pick up your trash? And they're like saying the most. Look, I have the utmost respect for labor, like people who like go into like the labor type fields. All right, I have the utmost respect for them because that could be hard. I think it would be hard work, but that was every job they were saying. No mention of doctors, or if any of them were doctors.
Yeah,
no mention of any were lawyers or anything like that. Nothing. It was just like yard work, garbage men.
No, I completely like my dad worked in construction.
Mm-hmm.
My dad worked in and then he started working in the trucking industry. But yeah, like there's no shame on any of those jobs. My dad held those jobs.
My grandfather was a carpenter. He was a contractor. So yeah, like no shame. There's a mall that like I live close to that he helped work on. Like, you basically, so I can still, like, that's still open, basically. No shame. Because that's what he loved to do. Basically, his philosophy was, if you love what you do, like, if you love your job, then it's not a job. So I said, I have the utmost respect for those careers. But we were doing just fine with those people working those careers legally before the mass immigration under Biden. We were doing just fine before that. Pretty much, yeah. Hey, Keely.
And then we had, who else do we have? John Leguizamo. Then we had Bruce Springsteen. Was it Bruce Springsteen? Yeah.
Oh, he always
Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen made an anti-ICE song at his Minneapolis show. Sometimes you have to kick them in the teeth. All of this is doing nothing but riling them up, encouraging them to go out there and impede law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
They know, they've seen the consequences of that. They've seen the consequences of that.
No, they need more martyrs. That's what they want. They want more martyrs.
Yeah.
That's all they want. They don't care who dies. They just want them as martyrs.
Yeah, they do. Because it as shitty as it is to say, but in their minds, it makes them look better. Like, oh, look, see, we told you. We told you they're horrible people. Look what they're doing. See, we told you under Trump. This is what life is like under Trump. See, we told you.
I love when they're asked, like, who's gonna mow your lawn? And I'm like, me. I mow the lawn. I'll do it.
But Bruce Springsteen, he sings "Streets of Minneapolis." Oh,
they say they're here to uphold the law. They trample on our rights. Your skin is black or brown, my friend. You'll be questioned or deported on sight.
Oh, no, actually, no. If I ran into an ICE officer, just be like, "Yeah, I'm an American." That's it.
Yeah,
like I saw this one
ID and go.
Yeah, I saw this one video of this ICE officer who had a sister. It was a sister and brother, and she had her kids with her or something. And the officer was just like, "Is he American?" And she's like, "I don't answer any questions. But he's your brother, right?" Yeah. Okay. Like all you need to do is, answer, is he an American? I don't answer any questions. She just wanted the viral video because at any point in time, she could have been like, yeah, he's an American citizen. And they would have gotten him out. They were literally pleading with this lady, like, can you just let us know? Is he an American? Because we don't need to take him. We'll let him go. Just you tell us, is he American? We'll let him go. She wouldn't say a thing. She would answer all the other questions except for that one because all she wanted was a viral video. Like that's it. They just want to paint them and show them in a bad light. They're like, no, I can't answer that question. Like, just
you
answer
can.
it.
You just refuse
Literally
to.
pleading with this lady. Hey, can you just answer that question? All we need to know, and we'll let him go. They're literally telling her, we'll let him go. Just answer that one question. They weren't even asking for proof. They just wanted a yes or no. Like that's all they wanted, so they can let him go. And she wouldn't do it. She answered all the questions except that one. I'll be right back.
All right. Well. Okay. So. Yeah, we're both American. Go figure. So, anyway, Bruce Springsteen has always been a fucking clown. I think there was I think I might have packed this book up, basically. Who wrote it? It's called Useful Idiots. But it's like Che Guevara's Useful Idiots. And I know Bon Jovi was mentioned in that book. I can't remember if Bruce Springsteen was, but yeah, Bruce Springsteen's pretty much always been a tool. Pretty much, like if people are like shocked that he's doing this now, then you haven't been paying attention to what he's said in the past. So I have no idea what that you're talking about, Crazy Taco. I don't know what to make of your question. Yeah, Bon Jovi's still stupid, but as far as music goes, he's better. Oh yeah, see, say hello to Sugar. Shuggy, you ignoring me? Yeah, she's been hanging out with me like the whole afternoon. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch the biopic. Not gonna watch the biopic at all. Do not care. I'm not the cat lady. My sister is. So I like cats, but I'm not the cat lady. That's my sister. Anyway, real fast. Now we'll go back to talking about celebrities. What else do I have up real fast? Now let's talk about this real fast. Get off ads. Now, I have not watched Jujutsu Kaisen. I've seen Chainsaw Man. Right? I've seen Chainsaw Man and I've seen the movie. I have not read the manga, but I've watched the anime. And I'm going to be watching Jujutsu Kaisen. At some point, I am going to be watching that and kind of catching up with that anime. But now we have Netflix and anime studio Mappa. New partnership raises horrifying odds for a live-action Chainsaw Man or Jujutsu Kaisen. I've not watched the Melanie movie. Now, this is not confirmed. This is not even really rumors that this has happened. This is more speculation because of the fact that Netflix is notorious for their, with the exception of One Piece, and I'm only saying with the exception of One Piece because it seems like it hasn't pissed off any people. I have not read the manga or watched any One Piece live action or anime, so I cannot speak for it as an adaptation. Right? I've just heard that the show is decent. Right? But that is the rarity among the other adaptations because you've had Death Note, Cowboy Bebop, which was just, oh my god. So Netflix is not batting anywhere close to 1,000 when it comes to adaptations. Again, I cannot speak for Jujutsu Kaisen. I do not know the anime. I don't know the characters, so I don't know the mannerisms and the basically the physical characteristics and so forth of each one basically. So I can't say it would be a decent live action adaptation. However, I've seen Avatar, Dragon Ball, yeah. I have seen Chainsaw Man. That would not be at all a good live action adaptation. If you know Chainsaw Man, you know what Denji turns into. All right? Not only what he turns into, but his mannerisms and so forth. You know how it is. Then you'd have to show the demons in live action, and that wouldn't work either because of the physical characteristics of the demons, even, basically. They would just look weird in live action. So, but especially Denji. Well, I have the cosplay, so technically I could. Yeah, I was saying why? Because money, views, things like that. That's why I want to do it. Basically, I can't think of any other reason. But just Denji wouldn't work. Denji would not work. Is there any pictures? That's Reze. If you've not seen the Reze arc, Chainsaw Man movie, highly recommend it. But there's Denji. So is there another picture? Denji's also a horn dog. But anyway, that's Denji. All right. He turns into that. Can you imagine that in live action? Can you imagine that in live action? I love the anime. I fucking love Chainsaw Man. I'm like waiting for like the season post the Reze arc to drop. That's what I'm looking forward to. But I'm just saying, if you at all love anime, chances are Netflix might ruining potentially 2 more. I'm sorry, I like it. I want a plushie of Pachito. Pachito is dog. I want a plushie of that. I think this thing is so cute. But I love it. You can think it's corny, all right? I love it, and for me, I love the characters, and I love how crazy it is. Again, I cannot speak for Jujutsu Kaisen just yet. I'm going to be watching it. So, but I want Pochita. And one is there have been plushies. They've been sold out because the Chainsaw Man movie was so well received and so popular that each time I went on to try to find one, it was unavailable. So, would a 3D animated movie work? Even that, I don't think so, because of how it would still be animated, but not everything translates well from one medium to another. And I've said that before for like a lot of other things, basically. So like what works in anime style animation might not even work for other types of for another style of animation. And it definitely wouldn't work for live action. Who remembers the Cowboy Bebop live action? Who remembers a Cowboy Bebop live action? You remember that? I unfortunately remember it. I watched it. It was fucking horrendous. It was... Oh, I want that time back. This, if they had gone for a second season, is what we would have gotten. With Ed, the character Ed. I watched all of it. I watched all the episodes. This is how the season ended. That's Ed. That's Ed in live action. So, you know what? I'll get claimed, but fuck it. I'm gonna try to find a clip. So you can see it in all its glory. I don't care if I get claimed. And then we'll move on. All right, you ready, chats? This is what we would have gotten. This is why I keep saying not what works in one medium. Hold on. What works in one medium will not translate to another one.
Spike Spiegel!
No. Spike Spiegel. Not anymore.
Yes, you are. You're Spike Cowboy bounty hunter.
That was live action Ed. That's how the season ended. This is your first shot of her. So yeah. She's acting like the character because the character is a little, eccentric. She is animated in her movements in the anime, or she can be, but it doesn't work in live action. Well, the character, the character's a girl. So yeah. I'll play this again. Yes, this is what we got.
Here you go.
No. Spike Spiegel. Not anymore.
Yes, you are. Butterfly man. Ooh, danger, danger.
Well,
We have to find Velazio before he does spooky bad things.
Yeah. That's it. That was the live action Ed. Nice. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed Two Towers and Return of the King. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. Now you have that image in your head. But for those who didn't watch the Cowboy Bebop live action, now I think you kind of understand why I say not everything works. Not everything works. And it definitely wouldn't work. It definitely wouldn't work with Chainsaw Man. Anyway, I don't know where Steph went. So I'll just continue on. Let's see. Let's see. What is this? Do I have that thing? Hold on. I don't have everything bookmarked, I don't think. Hold on. Okay. Now, this is not confirmed. This is a rumor. But the rumor that's currently going around is that Lupita Nyong'o is playing Helen of Troy in Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. It is not confirmed. I checked IMDb, and she's listed in the cast, but she's not even listed as like what character she's playing. All right, so basically it's like just like I'm prefacing that, it's like grain of salt, that she's in the movie, but has not been officially. It's not been officially confirmed what role she's playing. Oh, yeah, Helen of Detroit, yeah. So, oh my God, the face of that Crips, yeah. So, Helen of Troy is typically she's described. All right. Now, where do I have? Do I have this? Hold on. I gotta get up. All right. Okay. Okay. She is typically described as having white arms, all right, and so forth. Her beauty is the face that launched 1,000 ships, but she's described as fair, basically fair of complexion, white arms, things like that, all right? And she's typically portrayed as like blonde-haired, blue eyes. If we're all gonna be complaining about any type of accuracy, I would say that Helena Troy probably would not be blonde-haired and likely would not be blonde-haired and blue eyes, but she'd be slightly fair, like, not more, not exactly olive tone, but slightly, deeper skin tone than fair skin with darker hair, given where she's from. Right? Chances are she would not be blonde-haired and blue eyes. But she definitely wouldn't be this, if this is true. If this is true, it's bad enough that Travis Scott is in this movie. Travis Scott actually is confirmed to have a role in The Odyssey. Travis fucking Scott. I'm looking at the cast to see if it's listed what he is. Yeah, if you go on IMDb, most of these names don't even have whom they're playing. Let's see. Matt Damon's Odysseus. Tom Holland is his son Telemachus. Anne Hathaway's his wife Penelope. So you click on the full cast, and she is. Lupita Nyong'o does have the name Helen. I just saw that. So it must have just updated. Here, I'll show you guys. I will show you. Now, anybody can go in, and if you have like IMDb Pro, you can change things. So until Christopher Nolan comes out and confirms it, or someone associated with the movie confirms it, I still take it with a little bit of a grain of salt. But here's the cast. Helen. According to IMDb now, it's been at least it's updated when you click on the full cast, that she's listed as Helen. Zendaya is listed as Athena. Athena, the goddess of wisdom. Got Charlize Theron as, in Greek it would be pronounced Kirke, but in anglicized speech it's pronounced that you'd be pronouncing it Cersei. All right, that makes sense. John Bernthal is Menelaus. He's Helen's first husband. Agamemnon is, I believe, he's associated with Menelaus. I don't know if he's his brother or not. I think it's his brother. Yeah. So. Yeah, but most of these don't have whom they're playing yet. At least on IMDb. Oh, you got an Asian man here. Yeah, totally fucking Greek. Let's see. John Leguizamo. Yeah, totally fucking Greek. Let's see. God, Elliot Page. And I love... Hold on. I'm going to show you an article that I have brought up. Now... Feelings for Elon Musk, because I don't give a shit. All right? Okay? Because he's calling it out Christopher Nolan has lost integrity over the Odyssey casting choice. All right. But what gets me is down here. Was this the article or was it somewhere else? All right. Yeah, down here. All right. Several users disagreed with Musk, with one writing, "The Odyssey is a myth. There is no historical evidence to suggest that Helena of Troy actually existed, hence she can be beautiful in any color." Well, yeah, it's a myth, but she's also described by Homer as being fair of skin because of her background. All right, because of her background. So probably I'll show you like what you probably would have likely looked like actually, but still not black. All right, casting a beautiful black woman does not go against what was written in any way. Yes, it does. Yeah, you say just ask Homer. Okay, ask him. Ask him. White arms, generally like depicted as fair complexion. If there were any black people in this region, I'm sorry, they would be slaves. All right? If there were any, they'd be slaves. It's just a fact. In this region, all right? I'm not saying all would be slaves because you would have like, basically tribes and groups on the African continent. All right? But in this region, no, they would not be in any type of position of power unless, let's put it this way, unless it's a plausible scenario. All right, but they say just ask Homer. Yeah, well, you can find out by just reading this. I have the Odyssey too. The Iliad and the Odyssey. You want to find out? Read the fucking thing. It's 24 books. There's 24 books total. She's mentioned all of 6 times in the entire story, but you can gauge what she looks like. All right? Another pointed out Helen of Troy's outlandish mythological background writing. I want everyone to go Google who Helen of Troy's parents are, how they met, how they had sex, how Helen was born, come back and just try to talk to me about historical accuracy with a straight face. All right, he's trying to point out that a good number of the characters in Greek mythology that were not gods or goddesses, right, but were demigods and goddesses, were because a god, well, typically Zeus, or goddess, came down and banged a mortal. All right? So, yes, this is a legend. This is more on the myth side. But even legends and myths have foundations in truth. Yes, Dan. Yeah, 24 books, see? They're not long. Book 24. 24 books total for the Iliad. So not 24 books like this, but 24 books in this. 24 total. She's mentioned 6 times. She's mentioned 6 times. Right? So they're basically trying to sweep this under the rug by pointing out the fact that Greek gods and goddesses would bang mortals. Zeus is the worst offender of the gods. Let's just like say it for what it is. He's the worst offender. All right? He would go down and typically bang mortals. Okay? So, which is part of the mythology of it. However, like I said, legends and myths are typically based in, there is a foundation of truth to them. All right? There is a foundation of truth to them. I read it. I read the Odyssey too. Another use. Okay, the same user continued. I'm saying if an immortal god turned himself into a swan, raped a white or whatever woman, and that woman laid an egg, and that egg hatched into Lupita, her being black would not be my first question. Yeah, it would if she's fucking white. It would if she's fucking white. That's how genes work. Even coming from a god. That's how genes work. She wouldn't be popping out a black baby if she's white and Zeus is white. Because, again, Greek gods and goddesses were typically portrayed as white, lighter skins, because that was the region. That was the fucking region. Alright? Zeus is not black. Zeus was never depicted as black. The gods and goddesses they're white. They're of Caucasian persuasion. Alright? They're of Caucasian persuasion. Because that was the region. So the gods, alright, as mythological as they are, the gods and goddesses are going to reflect the people of the region. And the people of the region are of the Caucasian persuasion, as I've stated. The gods are going to emulate that. It's the same with the Romans. The Roman gods and goddesses emulated the people of that region. Right? So, now I'm not down with "We was Helen of Detroit." Oh, and also, yeah, Emerge to Travis Scott will be making his acting debut in this movie. So, let's see, there's a picture. I know there was a picture going around of, like, an image of his character from...
Sorry. I had to take care of something.
Sorry. We were just talking about... I talked about potential of, like, other animes being ruined with live action, but now I'm talking about Helen of Detroit. So, I'll go back to the article. Well, I'll show you on IMDb what Lupita Nyong'o is listed as. Now, again, this is IMDb, so anyone can go. If you have IMDb Pro, you can go in and update stuff. But she's listed as Helen on IMDb. So, so I'm saying, like, still take it with a little bit of a grain of salt. But if IMDb is accurate, then the rumors going around that she's been cast as Helen would be true.
So far, right? Because when this was going around yesterday, like, I was searching for an official casting. I was just like, here, hold on, let me share this. I was trying to figure out where this picture came from. Lupita Nyong'o is playing Helen of Troy in Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. I was just like, where did this come from? Because when I was searching for it, I was like, okay, there must have been like an official announcement made, and there was none. It was just simply this image that was going around.
He was saying it's from 12 Years a Slave.
And then it was this image. Lupita Nyong'o as Helen of Troy, and then some people said, "Oh, look, it's the first image," when it's not, right? This is from 12 Years a Slave.
Yeah.
But everybody was just buying into, "Oh yeah, this is her. Look, first look at Lupita, and look at how 4.5 million impressions. People thought this was real when it wasn't. And I was just like, where? I needed to find it, and I could not find an official casting announcement. The only thing
Yeah.
that I found was this, which came from, I think it was like Facebook or something. It was either, I think it was Facebook. And I was like, really? Like, there are so many clickbaity things on Facebook that aren't true, but this I can see being true, right? I can see them doing something like this because it's Hollywood, and I think that that's why that photo had so many millions of impressions, because this is just something that Hollywood would do. It's something that is probably real. She's probably is playing Helen of Troy, and talk about a big downgrade, right? Like, talk about a big downgrade, and talk about something that is not true, because Helen of Troy isn't black.
No. Like, I literally have the Iliad.
If you look at
right
Chrissy
here.
Mayer's tweet,
Yeah.
key descriptions from Homer, from Iliad and the Odyssey: white
White
arms,
armed,
fair
fair
hair. No
Mhm.
one could blame the Greeks and Trojans for fighting so long over someone who looks so strikingly like the immortal goddess in face and appearance.
Mhm.
Golden, blonde, light haired, golden blonde, reddish blonde, light brown hair, golden curls, fair complexion, best legs, the cutest mouth, classic blonde with fair skin, blue green eyes, and idealized Greek proportions, long hair, slender yet curvaceous. Like, does that sound like Lupita Nyong'o? No, but it's something that I can totally see Hollywood doing, casting her as Helen of Troy. I can totally see them doing something like that.
Yeah, because the article I brought up is like Elon Musk, it's like Christopher Nolan has lost his integrity.
Yes, I have that. Hold on, let me find it.
But here, like, real fast, I'm gonna share my screen and I'll just like stop yours. I'll just show real. This is what I'm gonna show real fast. This is what, like, if Helen was, like, accurately depicted, this is most likely what she would look like based on the region where she's from. So still not black. Again, like she described, like, it's like fair hair, it's like blonde, brown, or things like that. But like typically, like, probably she looked like this. Let me just stop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Elon Musk reacted to the casting of Lupita Nyong'o as Helen of Troy in the Odyssey and blasts Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan has lost his integrity. He posted on X in response to that viral image meme of Nyong'o Matt Damon. Some have taken to calling her Helen of Detroit and questioning the logic of a war being waged over a character whose appearance contradicts traditional depictions. And that's so true. That is so true.
Here, I'll bring up the article because you'll love the responses. At least the ones that were like, like defending it.
Oh gosh, of course they're defenders. These are the same ones that said Cleopatra was black.
Yeah, right here. These stupid ads. I hate these things. I can't close it, but here, right here. The Odyssey is a myth, which is based with the foundation of truth. There is no historical evidence to suggest that Helen of Troy actually existed, hence she can be beautiful in any color. Casting a beautiful black woman does not go against what was written in any way, shape, or form thousands of years ago. Just ask Homer. Yes,
well, it actually does.
Yeah, let's ask Homer.
Yeah, it actually does. And we read off all of the reasons why that casting contradicts.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if that character is fictional. It takes place in a certain time period, and the character is described complete opposite.
And there were wars going on. So basically, there were wars going on. So yes, as I said, like, basically, while the story itself is a legend, there's always a foundation of truth to those legends. And Homer is going to be writing what he knows from where he lives.
But I think that, like,
so forth. So
the people that defend this casting are the same people who would defend Snape's casting, right? Yeah. They'll ignore how the character is written.
They're the same ones that defended a black Aragorn in Magic the Gathering and claiming that Aragorn was never described in the books. And I was like, oh, really? He was never described in the books.
Well, here's the thing. They've never read the text and they'll ignore it regardless.
Yeah.
They'll defend the casting. They're same people that would defend Snape's casting, even though he's written in a completely different way to who they cast in the HBO Harry Potter series.
Mhm.
He's described heavily in the books as being a white, pale man with long, greasy hair and a hooked nose. Just like Helen of Troy has been described as having a fair complexion, golden curls, golden blonde hair,
Exactly.
fair-haired, talking about her white arms, her pale, smooth arms. They'll ignore all of that. They don't care about that. They're
No.
just like, you know what? We want it to reflect modern day. Well, guess what? This isn't modern day. This
No.
isn't modern day, and it's not going to reflect modern day. They're adapting something that doesn't take place in modern day. So
No.
why would you cast it in a modern way?
Thoughts on Troy? I'd have to watch that movie
like
again. You
that
talking about the movie Troy? I'd have to watch it again. But
actually
even then, they got at least Helen of Troy right in terms of looks. There's speculation, there's in the legends, there's accounts where it's like that she willingly left with Paris, and then there's other accounts that say that she was under some type of spell from Aphrodite, and that's why she left. Because in the Iliad, she blames herself for the war that's happening. So, yeah. So I wonder if they're going to depict her like that, because she blames herself for what's going on, and she even yearns for her first husband. She begins yearning for her first husband when she sees him fighting Paris. Right? Because there's a part in there, in the story where Menelaus is fighting Paris. So yeah, she blames herself fully for what's going on, for the war that's happening. Are they going to depict that? I don't know. We'll see. It's the Odyssey, not the Iliad, so I don't know how much of the Iliad they'll depict.
Yeah. But regardless, this is a terrible casting if it turns out to be true. This is so Hollywood, modern day Hollywood. Which is why so many people believe the casting. I believe the casting. I really think it's going to be Lupita Nyong'o, and it doesn't make any sense at all within the story that Christopher Nolan is trying to tell. Doesn't make any sense at all. Bad casting. Terrible casting if it's true.
Incredibly bad casting.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't say the war is fought by Sims. Basically, Helen of Troy marries Menelaus because he fought a lot of guys for her hand. So basically he fought a lot of guys, and the rule was that the victor who won her hand in marriage, right, the rest of the men would have to basically swear allegiance to the victor, basically. So if anything happened, they were aligned with Menelaus, basically. So depending on what version you read, when she absconded to Troy with Paris, or when she was kidnapped, whatever you want to say, that's why all the other all the other armies fought with Menelaus, because they're like, yeah, we've sworn an oath, so we're gonna align ourselves with you to fight Troy because of what happened. I have that game. I have not played it, but I was gifted it on Steam. So, but yeah. So I'm saying that's how it worked. Basically, that's why a lot of the kings sided with Helen's first husband. So, yeah.
Mara, have you seen these? Hold on, let me check.
I'll just close these basically. So I showed IMDb basically. There's a lot of casts whose roles have not been officially confirmed. Some have been confirmed, but not like others. Like I said, we have an Asian actor in the movie as well. So it's totally fucking Greek.
Mara, have you seen these?
Are those what I think they are?
They are Lego Crocs.
I would say have some dignity, but I'm saying how he's dressed.
Now, look, a lot of people were like, how come he's walking so weird? Everything he's wearing is made out of Lego. He's wearing a Lego suit.
Yeah.
It's a suit made out of Lego. That's why he's walking so weird, because of it could be because of the shoes, and combine that with the Lego suit that he's wearing. Like, but but the Lego Crocs bar. What do you think?
No.
Look,
I just can't get over the fact that Crocs were made as a joke for Idiocracy,
yeah.
and they've become popular footwear.
Mara, look, this is gonna be me. Look. Look.
What are those?
I don't know. I thought they looked kind of dashy.
I be hating. It's like, what are those?
Dude, honestly, like I want to get them just for the meme of it. But at the same time, I don't want to pay $100. These cost $150.
Those are not worth $150.
No, they're not. Like I totally I want to get them just for the meme, just for like the videos I could make from them. But I don't want to spend $150 on these things. And you know what? I would totally wear them though. Like I would hey, film me wearing these. Like I would totally wear the crap out of these. I would wear them every single time I went to go and buy a Lego. I would wear my Lego Crocs. But yeah,
Oh my god.
I don't want to spend $150 on them though. Like there's no way.
No. Yeah.
This is so funny though. My friends clearly jealous when I'm rocking the new Lego Crocs. It's called fashion, darling.
What are those?
I don't know. I thought they looked kind of dashy.
I honestly like. I want to get. Oh man, that's so funny. These Crocs.
If you get those, and if I ever like come to like visit you where you live, and you have those, we'll do like an Instagram reel over that audio where I'm like, what are those?
Really quickly, the Devil Wears Prada 2 trailer. Really, have you seen the first Devil Wears Prada?
Yeah.
Okay, so the new trailer came out. They're making Devil Wears Prada 2. Everybody's back playing their roles, reprising their roles. And the trailer, there was like a teaser trailer to the trailer earlier this morning saying that the trailer was going to drop this evening. It did drop, and I want to watch it. So let's check out the new Devil Wears Prada 2 trailer. I'm looking forward to it. Kind of. I don't know.
I'll see.
Runway. It's not just a magazine. It's a global icon. A winding road that brings us back together again.
Hello?
Well, look what TJ Maxx dragged in.
Sorry. Who is this? Do you know her? Do I know her?
I'm Andy Sachs. Andrea.
She was one of the Emilys.
One of the what?
Wait, does Miranda lose her memory?
Well, I think she's just vain enough that she doesn't care. Like she doesn't remember
Yeah.
her. I think it's like she doesn't remember her because of how vain she is. Because she would always call them Emily, even though their names are Emily.
They all look so good. They still look so good. I know it's all plastic surgery, but still.
Am I having a hallucination? Hi, Emily.
You also know her?
We were at Runway at the same time, Miranda.
Really? Where was I?
Okay. I Is there? Oh, there is more. Okay, hold on.
Where would you like to start? I am the new features editor at Runway. No, you are not.
Yeah, we are all so thrilled.
You know what's funny is you've changed. You have. You're much more confident. Kept those eyebrows though, didn't you?
All right. What do you think of Andy coming back to Runway? Andrea.
It'd have to be like a really believable decision because the way the first movie ended, she was moving on.
Yeah.
So it's like, what would bring her back to Runway? Like, it'd have to. I can't think of a reason. So I'm like, if they're gonna like put her back in that as part of that magazine, you'd have to have like a really plausible reason for that.
Yeah. I mean, she seemed completely content with leaving Runway and moving on with her life. She wanted to be a serious journalist. And you know, that's how it ended. She left Runway, and Miranda, it seems to have like left an impact on her because they made a point in saying, you know, Miranda doesn't smile. You know, there's been like 2 smiles. She doesn't smile at all. She only, you know, either nods or purses her lips together. And at the end of this movie, she smiles at Andy. So at Andrea, whatever. And, you know, so that tells you that she's made an impact on her life. This is like what, the 3rd smile now. And she's giving it to Andrea, right?
Yeah.
It tells us that like she doesn't hold any grudges or anything like that. She's happy for her that she's moving on. And for this to be like, who are you? You would think that would stick with somebody, right? You like,
A
who
little
are you?
bit. Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah.
The movie implies that Andrea made an impression on Miranda, just as Miranda made an impression on Andrea, right? But now it's just kind of like, who are you? And who are you with you know, Emily Blunt's character? I don't know. I don't know. I think that like the first movie is perfect. I loved it. With the second movie, the only thing I'm looking forward to is like the fashion. How are they going to top the first movie? Because like from the stills that I've seen coming from the sets, the fashion looks terrible. It doesn't look good. So I want to see more of it. Like let me see like the people that work in the like everything about The Devil Wears Prada was just gorgeous, down to like the extras in the background and what they were wearing. Everything was just beautiful. So and then Andy's outfits were incredible. So like I want to see all of the clothing, because that was really like a huge statement in The Devil Wears Prada. All of it. Like the fashion was just completely
Because like you have a scene where Stanley Tucci's character basically makes her over.
Yeah.
And like that's where she like begins to realize like, you know, like the environment she's working in.
Yeah. And also I'm wondering, like, Miranda in the first movie completely betrayed. What is Stanley's name in the movie? Stanley Tucci's name? I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, but I know like the scenario you're talking about.
Yeah, but
she like leads him on that he's going to like, you know,
he's gonna work
like
for
another role in the
himself.
magazine.
Yeah. He's gonna take over Runway France or something like that. I don't remember. But
but she picks someone else. She picks the other
yeah,
guy.
and she picks someone else to run whatever they're gonna run. I don't even remember what it was. But Nigel, thank you. His name is Nigel in the movie. The way that Miranda screws over Nigel, and now they're like, nothing's wrong. And I know that in the movie he's like, when the time is right, she'll pay me back. Is this the time? Is this the time that is right that she's like paying him back for it? Do you really believe that? Because she's so cutthroat. You know, it doesn't matter who she walks over to get ahead in her career, to save her career. Like, she puts herself before everybody else. So like, I'm wondering like, okay, well, now he's continuing to be in the same job. So is it just that like he's fine with it? Because he didn't seem fine with it at the end of the movie. And now they're together, and they seem to be together most of the movie. Like, it seems that he's the one that brings Andy back.
I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, it had to be like incredibly. A lot of this movie, the scenarios are like, okay, you set it up you set something up in the first movie, and now it's a 180 in this movie. So why would Andy come back? Why would
Yeah.
Nigel still be there?
Yeah.
Why would Emily even still be there? Because
I don't know if Emily is there. I'm wondering if Emily is working at a different magazine or something. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Or is Miranda even working there? Because if Emily is still working there, she seems to be surprised to see Miranda, Nigel, and Andy there. So are they all at Runway or are they somewhere else? And it seems that Nigel is the one that brought Andy back in. No, look, they're still at Runway. She comes to Runway. Yeah. Because she doesn't know why she's here. So Nigel is probably the one that brought her back in.
Yeah, or at least knew about it.
Or at least knew about it. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I was looking forward to the trailer. Like, can we get a little bit more from the trailer? I want to see more, but don't really get too much about it. And
We just get the Vogue song again.
it's a fine trailer. Overall, I don't have high hopes for The Devil Wears Prada 2. I'm not like super invested in The Devil Wears Prada 2.
I would laugh so hard if this makes more movie than Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh my gosh, I think it totally will.
I know, I think it totally will too, but I'll laugh so fucking hard.
I think it totally will. But I think that the girlies will show up for it. The Devil Wears Prada is such an iconic film. People love it because of the fashion. They love it because of the characters. All of it in terms of like being in girl world. Like it's a very iconic movie in girl world, in our world. People love The Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine people not being excited for The Devil Wears Prada 2. Personally, I don't think that any movie could top the first one because it is so iconic. It's so good. It's such a great story. But we'll see how this one does. And I'm more interested in like the fashion, the costuming in this movie because the first movie was so good. But we'll see. We'll see. I totally think that it's going to do more than The Mandalorian and Grogu. I totally think it will. There was one other thing that I wanted to show you, Mara. Hold on, I gotta find it.
Right. And then we'll talk about how much Rings of Power is costing Amazon.
Where is it?
Oh yeah, they're doing Hard Eyes 2. I'm looking forward to that.
Hold on. I found. Oh, here it is.
The new Fast
Mara.
Forever movie's coming out.
Remember the last time that me and you did Talk Nerdy together? We were talking about A Christmas Carol, Johnny Depp playing Ebenezer Scrooge. Did you see these pictures?
Yeah, I'm still not sold.
You're still not sold on the set photos?
No.
They've aged him up.
So they actually technically did not really need to age him up that much because Scrooge is about the same age as Johnny Depp. The problem I had is Ian McKellen because Marley is supposed to be close in age to Scrooge.
Well, I mean, he might look even older on film. So. You know, look, he looks pretty damn old here. Okay. What do you think of the Ghost of Christmas Past?
I do not like that.
No.
No,
she
I do not like that.
Scary.
Because Ghost of Christmas Past is, how do I describe this? Actually supposed to look more like an effeminate man. I guess the word is amorphous. It goes from like young to old, male to female. Like you basically, the Ghost of Christmas Past is not like a set, like a definite physical form. Basically,
I mean, it looks pretty scary,
but like
it
that,
might have,
I do not like. I do not.
It
like
might have. She might. I mean, this is before effects. I mean, she might have like a halo around her.
Yeah, but
like
still, like she looks
brightening hue that makes the character this look different. Because
I'm saying it goes from like Ghost of Christmas Past is like both young and old and things like that. It's like not really.
Maybe she'll have a childlike voice.
But look at that! Look, she looks. No, that's not what Ghost of Christmas Past.
All right,
it looks like if Tim Burton was directing this movie.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, which I like Tim Burton, but I do not like that for Christmas Carol.
Well, these are just set photos. But when I saw this, I was like, all right, he looks good as Ebenezer. He doesn't look bad. I love his little nightcap with the long. I love that. I love his long night. I like what he's wearing. He looks good. He looks old, and he might look even older in the film. I'm not mad at it.
I'm just not sold. I'm just not sold.
I'm not mad at it.
Especially
Speaking
with
of,
that, the Ghost of Christmas Past, I was like, no. Dickens is rolling in his grave.
speaking of Ian McKellen, he had a little slip up.
Oh, yeah. Not that anybody would be complaining that Magneto does this, but...
Yeah. He had a little slip up talking about Avengers Doomsday, or I don't even think he was talking about Avengers Doomsday. He just alluded to what he was doing on set and what they were filming on set. Ian McKellen accidentally reveals that Magneto destroys New Jersey in Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah.
Things will become a little bit easier. Though I did destroy New Jersey the other day. Oh, I perhaps shouldn't have said that. As things will become a little bit easier.
I need a clip. I need a clip of Evil Ed from Fright Night saying not that it would be much of a loss.
I like how he's just like, "Ooh, I probably shouldn't have said that."
Yeah.
So Magneto destroys New Jersey. I'm wondering if some of the leaks are true because there's supposedly supposed to be like a fight between the Avengers and the X-Men, and if that happens during this fight,
Snooki from Jersey Shore is destroyed.
or if some of the other leaks that I read are true, that Magneto, is it Magneto? I can't remember the leaks 100%. Is he supposed to like join Doctor Doom or something like that? I don't remember. Oh my goodness.
Well, of the X-Men, Magneto would be the one to do it because Magneto is typically the villain. But I don't know.
But I think, or it was, is it like the X-Men are fighting? I think it was the X-Men are fighting Doom.
Okay.
Not Dune. No,
Doom. Dr. Doom.
Doom. Oh my gosh.
Dr.
They're
Doom.
fighting Doom. And Trey says also Toby's world supposedly gets destroyed. Yeah, I went over all of the leaks during one of my streams, and that's like supposedly the opening scene is Tobey Maguire's world getting destroyed, and someone pulls Toby's Spider-Man. They pull Peter Parker through a portal and they save him, but his world gets destroyed. That's like supposed to like set the tone of what we're about to see. So yeah, like that's I've read that. I think Magneto and I have to find those leaks again. Magneto, Professor X, some of the X-Men, like they're fighting Doom. So I'm wondering if this is when he destroys New Jersey, is when they're fighting Doom.
Probably.
But he's so cute. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Easier. Though I did destroy New Jersey the other day. Oh, I perhaps shouldn't have said that.
I perhaps shouldn't have said that. Oops.
So
cute. He's so cute.
So yeah, I did see that, and I know and I did see that the interviewer doesn't jump on that, which is I guess good for Ian McKellen because there was no question to elaborate on that. The interviewer just moves on because oh shit, it's not he's not supposed to say that. So I don't think we'll get a call.
The final thing, Mara, that I wanted to show you. Was something.
Okay, should we show Rings of Power news first and then end on?
Okay, we'll end on this. We'll end on this.
Your look tells me that we probably should do the cringe stuff first and then. All right. Okay, I'm not gonna go into this article. But revelation is coming out basically that the first 2 seasons of Rings of Power alone has cost Amazon pretty much $1 billion.
Holy crap.
Just the first 2 seasons. And they're in the process of filming the 3rd season. So that's gonna add to whatever it is. That's the budgets basically. So where is it? Down here. Wait, where is it? I know I saw it. Hold on. Okay, so up here, it says that filings from the New Zealand Film Commission reveal that the qualifying production expenditure on the first season of the show hit $434.4 million, basically. So just shy of $435 million for just the first season.
Oh my gosh.
Then scroll down to here, and it says, accordingly, the company's latest financial statements reveal that the spending on season 2 has surged even higher. They show that by the end of June last year, 2 months before its premiere, $568.1 million, all right, has been spent on it, bringing the total for both seasons to $1 billion. In contrast, Disney spent $705.5 million on both seasons of Star Wars spinoff Andor. So just for 2 seasons of Andor, Disney spent less on that. All right, so that's an average of basically $350 some million per season, which is too much anyway. While the single season of Marvel Secret Invasion show seems relatively cheap at $234.2 million. Right? So,
I mean, this isn't surprising. Tony, put in the chat, there were articles being written when this show was coming out that it was the most expensive TV series of all time.
Yeah.
There were when the show was coming out, before season 1 even came out.
Yeah.
The budget around Rings of Power would come out, and it is supposed to be the most expensive TV show of all time. And it is, but it's unfortunately like a crappy show.
It very, very holy shit, don't get me started on it.
Yeah.
But like the impression we initially had with the $1 billion was like the $1 billion was going to be for like the 5 seasons, basically, which would still be an enormous amount per season, but it would be for 5 seasons. No,
it's
wild. Been for two seasons,
mm-hmm.
And they're filming the 3rd season now. This one paragraph here says, surprisingly, Rings of Power didn't overspend, as the filings revealed that the cost was in line with the agreed budgets. They add that it banked 115, just shy of 115 in reimbursement and tax credits. Okay, so what? They're filming season 3 now. All right, so even if they get tax credits, they're going to be over $1 billion regardless for 3 seasons. So it doesn't matter. You have the monthly average of 522 employees, with that pay coming to $40.2 million. And that's monthly average of 522 employees.
God.
So basically, the total spending gives the show a massive cost of $62.5 million for each of its 16 episodes.
Imagine spending like that much money on a terrible show that nobody likes and nobody watches.
Well, literally, the paragraph below it says only 37% of viewers in the United States who started the first season finished it.
Yeah, I mean that's not new. That's not
it's not new information.
Yeah,
and less than half
nobody watches it.
Less than half. You had 900,000 people viewing the first episode, which is half of who viewed the first episode of season 1. So that's down 50% right there.
Mm-hmm. How embarrassing!
It is incredibly fucking embarrassing, and it's bad enough that they did not have the rights to. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you can make 4 Godzilla -1s for 1 episode of Rings of Power. It's bad enough that they lied about having the rights to the Second Age, right? Because they lied about that, which was a big red flag. So those who, such as myself, who love Tolkien, love Middle Earth, and we saw that, and we're no, wait a minute, all right? Because they're saying they're adapting the Silmarillion, which is Second Age stories. So they lied about having rights to that. So that's one thing. But the fact that they had a timeline to work with in the appendices of the Third Age books, which is the Lord of the Rings, basically, The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, They had a timeline they could work with. They didn't even do that. Because you have events happening out of order. You have characters born when they shouldn't be born. You have the rings being made out of order. You have a show called Rings of Power, and you change it so that way the rings are made out of order.
Wow.
Then you have not Gandalf, Gandalf being revealed in the second season, basically. And now you're going to have one of the Blue Wizards show up in the third season, and he's evil, apparently, according to this.
I think it's an established canon that Hollywood doesn't care about canon.
No, they don't.
They don't care. They're going to make what they want to make. They think that they can write better stories than Tolkien, and that's what this show is.
Mm-hmm.
It is the sheer narcissistic writers who think that they can write something more inclusive because they think that Tolkien was a racist, that they can write something better than Tolkien and better within their ideology as well, because they will make it more inclusive. And in their minds, inclusivity is better, right? They don't care about canon. They don't care about these stories. They don't care about who wrote them. They think that they can do it better. And Rings of Power has proven time and time again that they can't.
No,
they can't.
They cannot. Nope. They butcher lore left and right. I mean, I spent at least an hour per stream during season 2 when I was breaking down each episode, pointing out every fucking lore break in each and it's just the episode, basically. Never mind going through the entirety of the first 2 seasons and pointing out all the inaccuracies and everything, basically. Just one episode. One fucking episode. For example, in the actual lore, okay? First off, in the actual lore, the rings are created over a span of 90 years, roughly. 90 to 100 years. Okay? So they weren't made in a matter of days or weeks or whatever, or months. No, they were created over a span of 90 years. The year 1500 to 1590 is when the Rings of Power were created. All right? Then in 1600, Sauron reveals himself with the One Ring. Okay? So basically in secret, he was creating the One Ring. So over 90 years, the rings were created. Sauron, under the guise of Anatar, basically, with Celebrimbor, created 16 rings. 16 rings of power. Celebrimbor created 3 rings of power without Sauron, basically. All right? 16 were created, all right? And then Celebrimbor creates 3 by himself. The 16 that were created were not created specifically for each race, all right? So Sauron didn't help create these rings with humans in mind, with men in mind, or dwarves in mind. No, he just divvied them out, all right? 2 races he thought he could control, all right? Humans being the weakest, right? Race of men being the weakest, right? So the 9, right, become the 9 Nazgul, okay? Right? 9 men, when they died, their souls were basically bound to the Ring of Power, basically. So they were basically, even after death, under the control of Sauron. And 7 were given to the dwarves. Sauron couldn't control the dwarves a lot, right? Because the dwarves hold secret what they desire in their hearts. Okay? He could, however, amplify their greed, all right? Hence the dug too greedily and too deep line. But he could not see into their hearts, so he could not control them entirely. Okay? He never touched the 3 rings given to the elves. He never touched the 3 rings given to the elves. All right? That's why he has no idea where they are. That's why he has no control over the elves. Okay? In the show, Sauron helps Celebrimbor create the 3 rings for the elves. So he should be able to control the elves at that point, because those rings are bound with his power. And the rings of men should not be under his control. Yeah, Celebrimbor basically he got to a point where he's like, I don't trust this Anatar dude, so I'm going to create these 3 rings and give them to like others in secret, basically. So basically, Galadriel, Gil-galad, and Círdan get the 3 rings. That's it. So I'm going to continue lore until Steph gets back, basically. So what do you want to know? All right. Yeah, elves are some crafty Celebrimbor. Okay, now speaking of Celebrimbor, basically, oh my god, his character was butchered so much. Okay, Celebrimbor is a master craftsman. All right, if anyone would have been friend of the dwarves, it would have been Celebrimbor, because he learned, like, he studied, like, he was of the line of Feanor, basically. So he, like, that line learned from, the Valar, basically smithing from the Valar, right? But he still would have been friend of the dwarves because they were craftsmen as well. So he would have worked with them. And they gave that fucking title to Elrond. Right? And not only did they give that title to Elrond, but they took away Elrond's title of commander of Gil-galad's army and gave it to Galadriel. Elrond was the commander of the army. Right? He was basically second in command, roughly. So, to Gil-galad. Because when Gil-galad fell during the last alliance, which marked the end of the Second Age and the beginning of the Third Age, right? When Gil-galad fell, Elrond is effectively given the Ring of Power that Gil-galad had. All right? So Elrond was more in terms of commanding armies and things like that. Elrond was a lot more fucking important in that respect than Galadriel. Galadriel was sitting nice and pretty in Lorien. She was sitting nice and pretty in Lorien. All right. At this point in the timeline, Galadriel does not need at all to use weapons. She does not need at all to use weapons. She is that fucking powerful. Alright? She literally studied directly under the Valar. She is older than the beginning of the First Age. That's how old Galadriel is. She was born before the First Age officially began. Alright? That's how old Galadriel is. Right? She's been alive for all of the First Age and the Second Age and into the Third Age. Through the Third Age. That's how old she is. She does not need to use weapons. At all. Not need to use weapons. But back to Celebrimbor. Alright, Celebrimbor, okay? He was a master craftsman. Okay? He was a master craftsman. And when Sauron revealed himself, right, with the One Ring, okay, Sauron he was laying siege pretty much to most of Middle-earth. But he particularly laid siege to Eregion, where Celebrimbor lives, because he wanted to get the Rings of Power. He wanted to get those. And in doing so, right, in laying siege to Eregion, killed Celebrimbor. Celebrimbor died fighting, defending Eregion. Alright? And to add insult to injury, Sauron, basically, from that point, after he, decimated Eregion, well, I say decimated, basically, but after he, laid waste to Eregion, alright? Continued his march through Middle-earth with the body of Celebrimbor up like a banner. So Sauron's marching with Celebrimbor's dead body through Middle-earth. I'm going through Middle-earth lore while you were. So I'm going through, and this is why. All right, this show sucks.
Yep.
There's even okay, one more little piece of lore that I love telling people. All right, there are actually werewolves in Middle Earth lore. They're not exactly called necessarily werewolves in the story, but basically they're werewolves. All right, and this involves the Cimmerils, the jewels, the Cimmerils, basically, and this involves Finrod, Fingolfin, and Beren. All right, Finrod is one of Galadriel's older brothers. All right, he's one of her older brothers. And he made a promise to Beren's father that he would protect Beren, right, on this journey. They are captured on this island, on this isle, where Sauron also is, all right? Okay. Sauron can tell that Finrod is very powerful. He can tell that Finrod is very powerful, but he doesn't know who he is. So effectively, they get into a rap battle. All right, songs hold power in Middle Earth, basically. So they have basically a song battle because they're trying to gauge who the other is. Because Sauron can disguise himself, so Finrod doesn't know who he is, and Sauron doesn't know who Finrod is. All right, so they're basically engaging in this song battle. In the meantime, Beren's men are being eaten by these werewolves, one by one.
I want to participate in a song battle.
One by
That's
one.
how I do battle with song.
It sounds corny, but it's actually really cool how they do it. And it gets to the point where it's Finrod and Beren left. All right. So the werewolf is going for Beren because Sauron wants to save Finrod for last because he can tell he's really powerful.
Yeah, so the power of the song.
Yeah. So the werewolf is going for Beren. Finrod breaks his chains pretty much barehanded because he made a promise to Beren's father that he'd protect him. So he breaks his chains and kills the werewolf with his bare hands. And in the process mortally wounded. So he dies protecting Beren from the werewolf. But he kills him with his bare hands.
What would be your go-to battle song?
Go-to battle song? Can it be like an actual song?
Yeah.
Probably Sparta by Sabaton. That'd be my go-to battle song. Probably. We'll see. But I'd have to really think about it. But yeah. But no, he died like a little bitch.
Mine would be Top by Kesha.
Oh my god.
Wake up in the morning feeling like
he couldn't even do that.
my glasses, I'm out the door. I'm gonna hit this city. Before I leave with my teeth with a bottle of Jack. Cause when I leave for the night, I ain't coming back. Pedicure on my toes.
No, there are no minotaurs in Middle Earth. There are other creatures, but no minotaurs. That's Greek mythology. A lot of mythology in Middle Earth was inspired from like Norse and more Roman than Greek. So
look at what just hit my feed, Mara.
But yeah, so that's a little bit of talk. That's a little bit of Middle Earth lore for you all, and how Rings of Power fucking butchered it.
Yep.
So
let's look at some titties. This just hit my feed. Jamie Foxx tells Chappell Roan how much his kids love her while on the red carpet. Says nothing about her titties being out though. Like this is what she decided to wear to the red carpet.
Who is this chick? I have no idea who she is.
Singer.
Okay. What the fuck is this kid wearing?
She's on the red carpet. Obviously, something classy.
Can his daughter even see? Is that a girl? I can't tell.
This is what she's wearing. She's wearing a cloth hanging from her titties because she's wearing a thong underneath that. I mean, she might as well just be naked. Okay.
Pretty much.
But the first comment was so funny because it's like, I'm sorry. Did he just introduce his kids to her with her entire ass titties out? This is exactly why I would never want to be rich. These people are fucking weird.
Kind of are.
Need to see a guy next year with his pants that hang off the tip. Remember when the Janet Jackson wardrobe malfunction was a controversy? Yeah, here we are.
Yeah, I remember when that was a controversy.
This outfit speaks for itself. Like, oh my god, I need to save that because I need to talk about it tomorrow. But Jesus, that wasn't what I wanted to talk to you about or show you earlier. That just hit my feet and I decided to share it. Mara,
what?
Have you ever heard of something called hobby horsing?
Okay, hold on. I'm going to back up and say I know what a hobby horse is supposed to be. But what the fuck is hobby horsing?
Yeah. I saw this yesterday and I had no idea. Well, I mean, I want to say I had no idea this was the thing. Yeah. Hobby horsing is a sport. I didn't know it was a sport.
I wanna dance in the lights. I wanna rock your body.
For those
So
of you
it's pretty much a fucking high jump with the horse between your legs.
Yeah, if you can't afford equestrian classes and an actual horse, then take up hobby horsing. Unfortunately, you're the one that's going to be doing the trotting.
Yeah, you're trotting and the jumping and
I wanna go for a ride. Hop in the music and rock your body.
Like look at how high she can jump. Could join track. Join the track team.
Watching and cheering.
Hobby horsing.
I'm just waiting for the meteor to hit.
I had no idea. Like, I thought it was a joke. All right. I thought it was a meme. I thought it was something silly. It's not. Hold on. I need to pull something else up. Hold on. Because they
Yeah, bring back bullying. This screams kids aren't bullied enough. All right.
I don't understand it. Look at this. I'm gonna mute it because it's a sound. But preparing to hobby horse, like they've got a hobby horse. Mara, is this something you want to try? I mean, look at that. Look at that.
No, I'd be the one beating them up for their lunch money.
They have to hold the stick at the end.
Yeah, I had something like that when I was fucking 5.
They have to do the trotting. They have to walk like the horse. Look, they have to walk like the horse.
I'm kind of with you. I'm like, you fucking with me, right?
It's called hobby horsing.
Oh my god.
And y'all need to look it up because it is the funniest thing that I've ever seen. It is the funniest thing. It's a competition. Like, look at her. She's training. It's such a big deal. She's training. Look at this girl.
Just do track. You don't worry about holding a horse between your legs.
Did she just like smack the horse's head?
Yeah.
When she was done, like, good job. I don't know. Do you call it talent?
I mean, the jumping is talent. I mean, like, she's jumping pretty much straight up like that and going over. That's talent. I'm like, I say, like, that's talent that could be used on an actual track. Not this.
Look at that. Look how high she can jump. Like, that's to choose this as your sport of choice. Like, was everything else taken? You're just not interested in it. I don't understand how you
have to have enough interest.
I don't understand how you discover. I don't understand how you discover hobby horsing, first of all, but for it to be like your sport of choice over everything out there.
Yeah.
All the stuff that's out there, you're like, you know what? No.
You know, like this reminds me of a Bob's
horse. Right.
This reminds me of a Bob's Burgers episode where it was called tablescaping, basically, where you had to literally design and arrange like a theme for a table setting, basically. And like Gene was doing that because like he's not athletic at all. So it's like there's like the one after school club that he could join. There's like him and like 2 other people. That's what that reminds me of.
Like she's athletic, obviously. How does Brew know so much about like everything? He said the whole thing is to pretend you're on a horse the most. They get rated on their canters and gallop style.
Yeah, pretty much you're pretending to be the horse because you have to do the canter and the gallop and the trot and whatever hell they have fucking being able to do. You're mimicking the horse. You are literally the fucking horse.
How do you come across this and then like this is my sport? This is what I choose to do. Like I am a huge fan of Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter, but even I judge those Quidditch players out there, you know, who run around with a stick between their legs. Like even I kind of judge them a little bit. Like I wouldn't go out there and play Quidditch, but you know, you do you.
Yeah, he's bringing it up. Yeah, I know about that. Yeah, so
yeah,
I've seen it. I've fucking seen it.
Yes.
I would be out there with dodgeballs, like just heaving them into like heaving them onto the field, like, you know, seeing which one I could hit. I'm the one like just like that would be like, you know what? I was bullied in school, but I would be bullying these people.
Hobby horsing. I had no idea. When I saw it, I was like, I'm showing Mara. I'm showing this to Mara. I need to know what she thinks about it. I need to know.
I'll say this. This is not quite up there with scrotum filler, but it is close.
Mara, look at this one. Look, hold on. Look at this one. Come on, Mara. Yeah. Next year, you're going to be like hobby horsing champion. Okay. Look at there's slow-mo because it's so good.
What the fuck is she doing?
I don't know. Oh, she's out of breath. She was close to passing out. She couldn't breathe, throwing up, dizzy. She's working so hard on her trots, on her gallops. I mean, Mara, next year, Mara, it's your year. 2027, Mara's going to be competing in hobby horsing, right? We will find one in her local area, and she's going to wipe the floor.
Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. But here's my question to you. Did you watch Strangers on a Train?
I completely forgot about it.
I knew you would.
You didn't remind me either. We were both sick.
Well, now you have to watch 2 movies for February. You can handle 2 movies. Strangers on a Train and the Henry Fonda version of 12 Angry Men.
Hold on.
And chat, I'm also leaving it up to you because if I'm not able to watch any of her streams, I'm leaving it up to you also to remind her. But you have to watch Strangers on a Train and 12 Angry Men, and I'll have a movie for you next month.
The Henry Fonda version?
Yeah, the Henry Fonda version, the original. I believe the original version. Yeah.
Oh, the
But there was a remake that was not as good in my opinion.
1957 one?
What?
The black and white one?
Yeah. If it has Henry Fonda in it, yeah. So.
Mara's making me watch old movies.
I'm making you watch classics, woman. You're gonna have some culture whether you like it or not. just wait until May. I'm gonna have you watch Heartbreak Ridge. That'll be an experience for you.
All right. I'm getting cultured.
Yes, you're getting culture, whether you like it or not. But anyway, Chad, that's all we had for you for this stream. Next week it'll be on her channel. So before I do my outro, let everybody know where they can find you, Steph, and all that good stuff.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, My Nerdy Home. That's where you can find me. And Kick.
My cat's throwing up. I'm gonna have to clean it up after the stream. That's why I looked over. I heard the telltale.
She's like, you've been streaming for way too long. I'm getting your attention by puking.
Yeah. My mom is like the best alarm sound to get people up is an animal puking. Because I can sleep through other stuff, but as soon as I hear if my dog's getting ready to puke or a cat's getting ready to puke, like you're bolted out, like you're up.
No, yeah, my dogs have done like they give you warning. They give you warning. Take me outside. Damn it.
Like you don't move. You never move as fast as your head is puking.
Like this past week, my dog Georgie was on the couch and he's like, I was like, wait. And just run him out. Wait. What did you eat? I don't know what you eat.
So I'm gonna have to clean that up, chat.
What did you do?
But anyway, chat. This week, tomorrow I'll be live on my YouTube, Kick, and Twitch, returning to Borderlands. Finally, basically, I took time off from playing Borderlands because it was not easy getting into like playing that game when I was really busy with the holidays, and then I got sick. But tomorrow I will be returning to Borderlands. Tuesday and Thursday will be the reading streams. I am currently reading this book, the first Halo book, The Fall of Reach. So the actual Halo canon. When it comes to that, I am reading that for the reading streams. So I think what am I on? Shutterman. Okay, I think I'm reading 15 and 16. But hold on, let me just check. Now, 15 to 17. I'll be reading chapters 15 to 17 on Tuesday and chapters 18 and 19 on Thursday. Wednesday, unless anything changes, no stream Wednesday because I'll be busy that evening. Like I said, unless anything changes, like weather prevents me from going out or anything, I will be busy, so I will not be able to stream Wednesday. But Friday, I will be streaming another gaming stream. Might be Borderlands, or I might return to Mortuary Assistance because the movie's will be coming out the following week. So I might return to the Mortuary Assistant to see if I can finish that game. And see what the end of the game is like. So, well, have fun with that. Have fun with JCW. Holy shit. Anyway. But that is for this week. Saturday, I don't know if I'm going to be doing an afternoon or evening stream or not. And like I said, Sunday, I might do an afternoon stream. I don't know. Because I won't be able to play D&D. But Talk Nerdy to Us will be on her channel. So she gets to pick the topics for next Sunday. Anyway, chat.
I don't mind.
Oh, happy early birthday. Well, chat moved on me. Happy early birthday, Trey. So maybe I'll do a watch party and you can pick the movie, Trey, since it's your birthday for free.
Trey.
So anyway, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, have a good rest of your day or evening wherever you are in the world. And I will see you all tomorrow where I'm returning. If I don't die to Borderlands. Take care. Peace.
Don't die.
I'll try not to.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.
Hey, just double checking. You cleared your calendar for dinner tomorrow night, right? I'm dying to go to that new place. Like, I can't. Oh, sorry. Dinner tomorrow. Me. Yeah. Okay.
What?
Oh my god. Oh my god, that was close. Mara. Oh no!
Oh my god. Are you okay?
Mara, what channel is the stream on?
Mine!
You rampant slag.